it's time for Store Revival. And today, on the occasion of Shani Jayanti, we'll tell you the story of the birth of god Shani. Shani represents the planet Saturn in our solar system. Saturn takes 29 years to orbit the Sun. It moves very slowly. The word Shani comes from the Sanskrit phrase Shanaye Kramati Saha, meaning he who moves slowly. That's where the name Shani comes from. But where does Shani himself come from? How was he born? Let's tell you that story. Once upon a time, Vishwakarma, the heavenly architect of the universe, was looking to get his daughter Sanjana married to a suitable groom. He thought that the sun god Surya would make a good husband for Sanjana and approached Surya with the proposal of marriage between Surya and Sanjana. Surya was very happy to accept the proposal, and soon Sanjana and Surya were married. As you know, the sun god Surya can be very bright and hot. His rays can be harsh sometimes and the heat unbearable. Sanjana experienced the same. Because of the sun's brightness and heat, Sanjana became tired, her energy was sapped and her skin became dark. Soon, she started to resemble the evening light and she was renamed as Sandhya, the Sanskrit word for evening. Sandhya needed some rest, some respite from Surya's brightness and heat. So, she hatched a plan. She created an exact copy of herself called Chaya, the Sanskrit word for shadow. Chaya started to live with Surya and Sandhya went to Vishwakarma's house for some rest. Sandhya had warned Chaya never to tell anybody the truth about herself. Surya did not realize about this switch because Chaya and Sandhya looked exactly the same. Soon, Surya and Chaya had a son. This son was Shani. Because Chaya was dark, just like Sandhya had become, her son Shani was also born dark. Soon, news of the birth of Shani, Surya's son, spread among the gods, and Vishwakarma heard it too. But Sandhya was at his house. He went to Sandhya and asked her the truth about how Shani was born. Sandhya told him what had happened, how she created a copy called Chaya so that she could get some rest from Surya's brightness and heat. Vishwakarma was very upset upon hearing this and instructed Sandhya to return to Surya immediately. Sandhya did as she was told. Upon returning to Surya's house, Sandhya destroyed Chaya, the copy that she had created, and started to live with Surya herself. Surya did not come to know about this switch as well. Soon, Surya and Sandhya had two children, a boy called Yama and a girl called Yamuna. The children Shani, Yama and Yamuna started growing up. But Sandhya never loved Shani as he was Chaya's son. She created distance between father Surya and son Shani on purpose. Shani didn't realize that Sandhya was not his real mother since Chaya and Sandhya looked exactly the same. He was very sad at being ignored by both his parents and became lazy and slow in the absence of any guidance from them. When the children had grown up, the time came to assign responsibilities to them. Sandhya again convinced Surya to assign responsibilities only to Yama and Yamuna and not to Shani. Yama became the god of death and justice, and Yamuna became a holy river goddess. Shani was left with no responsibilities. He was very angry. He couldn't talk to his father, his mother didn't love him, and his little brother and sister didn't respect him. In his anger, Shani kicked the stomach of Sandhya, saying that she didn't love her own child and she was an insult to the womb from which Shani was born. Sandhya was extremely angry with Shani's act. She cursed him that he would lose the leg with which he had kicked her. Shani fell to the ground upon losing his leg. Surya was watching all this, and he was very surprised that a mother could curse her own son. He asked Sandhya to explain her actions. Sandhya broke down and she told him the truth about Chhaya and how Chhaya had given birth to Shani when Sandhya was at her father's house. Surya became upset with Sandhya. His brightness and heat increased even more. He apologized to Shani and accepted him as his own son with love. He brought back Shani's lost leg, but a slight limp remained in honor of a mother's word. Surya made Shani one of the Navagrahas or the 9 planets. Remember, we said Shani represents Saturn? He also made Shani the god of our deeds and right action, karma and dharma. Ever since then, Shani has been governing our actions and helping us learn lessons that come with adversity and difficult situations in life. So that was the story of the birth of Shani on the occasion of Shani Jayanti. We hope you enjoyed the story revival and will be back soon for more.